Floette and Adamant Garchomp. So it should be slower than this Frostlass. But if they're really slow, like we don't know for sure. Here's Psychic. That was good damage. That looks pretty frail. That's gotta be a crit, right? Okay, okay, confirmed. This is what I suspected. This is part of the reason why I chose to make Metagross this speed, is because I figured I would be better off here. I'm thinking maybe I should bring Ceruledge this game instead of Garchomp, because Garchomp is better. But the thing is, if I bring Ceruledge, I'm a lot weaker into the Hydreigon. Like, the only thing I have for Hydreigon if I bring Ceruledge is my Whimsicott. It's pretty tough, right? Like, it's a really difficult choice, because if I bring Hydreigon, then I'm bringing 3 Pokemon weak to Dark. Sorry, if I bring Ceruledge, then I'm bringing 3 Pokemon weak to Dark. I don't think I'm supposed to bring my Staraptor here. You know I like Staraptor a lot. Okay, what if I led these two, and then in the back I had Farigiraf and Metagross? And basically this way I can get the early game more online in my favor, right? Let's try this. Because Sableye honestly doesn't frighten me that much because I have Bulk Up. I don't have Encore, right? It's Fake Out, Will-O-Wisp, Foul Play, Skill Swap. I still have Frostlass with it, or I still have, Frostlass, what's it called? I still have Whimsicott with this. Do you think Ceruledge gets Frostlass Mega? Depending on how it's trained. Aerodactyl Hydreigon. So if I led with Metagross again, I'd be in exceptional shape. But with this, I now have no berry, and I'm dead. That sucks. Let's go Tailwind here. They're probably gonna go for Dual Wing Beat, right? Or Mega Aerodactyl. I guess I have to go for this and Protect. I think this is not good for me. Okay, no Mega from Aerodactyl, so my Whimsicott could survive a Dual Wing Beat, maybe? I have no idea. Not familiar enough with this Pokemon. Oh, it's Adamant Aerodactyl. Oh my god. Oh wait, they can miss Dual Wing Beat. Go for Dark Pulse, that's fine. I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. They Tailwind. Oh, okay, they Tailwind. All right, that's interesting. So I don't have to switch into this Hydreigon, which is bad, but I can Encore here and go for Bitter Blade, I think. And this covers most switches. So if they switch out, then I get my Colbur Berry, which is good. But if they stay in, I trap them in. Okay, it's not terrible, actually. Aerodactyl gets Encore. I feel like Whimsicott is my most important Pokemon in this matchup. And so being able to go into my Whimsicott. Oh, and my Ceruledge actually makes it to the turn. That's good. That does a lot of damage, by the way. Who else think it? Tailwind comes out again. I go for Bitter Blade. I think I'm just supposed to Bitter Blade that slot again, by the way. That did a lot of damage. Ceruledge is quite powerful. Let's go for Moonblast here, and let's just Bitter Blade again. This gives me a chance of potentially doing a lot of damage. Nothing on this team except for the 2 Pokemon on the field want to take a Bitter Blade. And if Aerodactyl switches out, now I have my Colbur Berry again, so I'm no longer worried about... Nice, this breaks the Focus Sash. That's very good. Dark Pulse, but I have Colbur Berry. Of course, it should be worth... Like, it can be said here that, like, if they get the... flinch here, I'm in kind of bad shape. But regardless, I get rid of this Hydreigon, which was one of the bigger threats to my Metagross. So it's kind of okay. It's not like great regardless, but it's kind of okay regardless. Moonblast comes out, drops Hydreigon out of contention of being alive. Hydreigon goes down. That's one of the bigger threats to our team. Ceruledge has a chance to attack. It's not guaranteed, but it's not guaranteed. Bitter Blade comes out. That is huge for us. Dropping Sneasler down to 24%. That's basically 0. Ceruledge heals back up. I still have unrevealed Metagross in the back, who's looking really strong. Remember last game that we were able to turn this game around in the end using... Oh, that's nice. We were able to turn this game around in the end using the power of friendship and love and mostly Farigiraf. I'm going to Shadow Sneak, right? Because this at worst trades 1 for 1. Okay, Charm comes out. Aerodactyl's now at -2. One thing, by the way, you may notice is that this Aerodactyl has not Mega Evolved, despite having 3 chances now to do it. At first, you could justify not Mega Evolving just to deal with the Colbur Berry. Now this gives us some insight into who the last Pokemon on this team is, but Aerodactyl's now at -2 attack for the rest of the game. Goes for a Rock Slide, actually misses my Ceruledge. Ceruledge continuing to be just a huge thorn on my opponent's side. Whimsicott didn't take a little damage, but thanks to the Charm, Aerodactyl not doing much here at all as both Tailwinds end, but this actually favors me because with Whimsicott still alive, I'm able to go for a second Tailwind as Frostlass, the last unrevealed Pokemon, hits the field. And Frostlass is a very dangerous Pokemon, but it's having trouble with the Ceruledge here. We can go for Tailwind, we can go for Bitter Blade, and we have Metagross and Farigiraf still in the wings. If they don't match our Tailwind, we will win the game with Metagross. If they do match our Tailwind, they need to KO us this turn, or else they're going to get Encored. And even if both Tailwinds go up, they have to be very careful because Farigiraf can set Trick Room and turn their Tailwind against them. So it's looking pretty tough for them from here. We still have fully speed Metagross in the back. Metagross only has to worry about Shadow Ball. It will never go down compared to these, like the Rock Slides or Dual Wing Beats from Aerodactyl. Let's see here. We're going for Tailwind. Aerodactyl still got -2 attack, but this Tailwind allows Ceruledge to be the next Pokemon to move. Bitter Blade has a chance to KO Frostlass here. Bitter Blade comes out, picks up the 1-hit KO. Frostlass goes down in 1 hit. Ceruledge, a very powerful Pokemon. No critical hit needed. Ceruledge back to full HP. Took a Dark Pulse, and that was just about it. Tailwind comes out. This Aerodactyl, unfortunately, will be locked into Tailwind at the end of the game. This Charm Whimsicott really bullying this poor Aerodactyl. And with that, we're going to win game 2 and round number, what round is it? 4? Yeah, round 4. Alrighty. Yeah, that was a bit of a scary matchup because Staraptor wasn't very good, but I feel like we found our way. We found our way through it. So I feel good about that. Yeah, ghost type Pokemon. I'm surprised to have played against 2 skill swap Sableye. Not something I was really thinking about when building this team, but yeah, we got around them one way or another. Okay, I'm here with round 5. So the way that the team sheet error from round 1 was resolved is that I have to tell each opponent at the start that I'm using the move that I'm using. So like, yeah, I've been telling everybody like, yes, like this is the situation. I have Stomping Tangent, Guard, Trump, not Earthquake. Everyone else has been like fine, but this opponent is like, is the stomping allowed though? And I said yes, it's stomping in game. The team sheet is wrong, and they said then you should match the team sheet. And I said you can't update the team sheet once a tour has started. The judges told me to tell each opponent at the start of each round, trying to explain the situation. They said update your team is what I meant. It's like, okay, I'm using Stomping Tantrum, so this is new. This person does not want to accept my Stomping Tantrum Garchomp, who I think is actually worse for me here. This is a very unusual team. The Mousehold looks like it could be a problem. It has Taunt and Follow Me and Protect and Babby Doll Eyes. The Citrus Berry, it's gonna be very bulky. I think this is a matchup where my Ceruledge goes kind of dummy. It's very good into basically everything. I have to watch out for the Delphox though. So I think my plan here is basically Whimsicott Garchomp up front with Ceruledge in the back and then one of my Megas. God, honestly, all my Pokemon are good here. Farigiraf is nice for Trick Room option. I don't think I need that, right? Okay, here's the thing. If Ceruledge is kind of like my Mega this game, oh, it's Modest Flood. Why didn't I bring Metagross here? Metagross is so Metagross is pretty bad into Delphox. Okay, game 1 I do Metagross, so that game 2 I can bring Staraptor, because like I need to bully them out of bringing Floette, basically. Let's try this. Basically, this lead could be bad if they lead with something like Floette plus Whimsicott, so I need to bully them off. Also, I'm not even supposed to be talking about this probably, but if you see me looking down, we're testing a new, smaller version of the notebook, so I'm testing it here to make sure that it works. Mousehold Delphox, great, this is what I thought. This is what I expected. Because what this allows me to do is just go for a cheeky... Oh, right, but this doesn't actually work, right? Let's just go Tailwind plus Rock Slide. This Delphox does not have any healing, so even though this might be protected Babby Doll Eyes, I want to get Tailwind up so that my Ceruledge becomes stronger, I think. Okay, so Delphox is going to Mega Evolve right away. That's good for me. It has Protect, Nasty Plot, Heat Wave, and Psyshock. Okay, no Protect here, which means I get a Rock Slide off. It should be Babby Doll Eyes, probably. It is Babby Doll Eyes, so my guard comes at -1, which is bad. Is it Friend Guard? It is. I hit Rock Slide, that's great. If I get the flinch here, I'm in good shape. That did nothing. My God, that did nothing. Okay, hang on. This might be worse than I thought. I go for Nasty Plot. I think it's okay. It's just not great for me. The Babby Doll Eyes actually is kind of annoying here, because I imagine they'll go for another one this turn. Let's switch out into my Ceruledge and go for another Rock Slide here. The problem is that this Babby Doll Eyes has priority, and this Mousehold has Friend Guard. So actually, I don't have great ways through this Mousehold now that I look at it. I wonder if I'm supposed to go for like... I might need to do something different in game 2. But let's see. Ceruledge coming out here is good. They go for Follow Me, actually. So that's great, because now they're at range of another Rock Slide. That's really good for me. I missed. Mousehold? Oh my God, Garchomp! Okay, surely this is Heat Wave. Surely this is Heat Wave. Well, they were at Encore. And it's Psyshock. Okay, all right, okay. I live, I die. Oh, I'm so, okay, it's fine. We'll go into Metagross here. We're gonna have to 1v9. It's maybe okay. It's looking kind of bad. Because I think the Rotom's in the back, right? So I'll go for Bulk Up here, Mega Evolve, and Iron Head. That's my strongest move, right? Is Psychic Fang stronger than Iron Head? Hold on. Psychic Fangs is a lot stronger. I don't even know if this will KO. Oh, that was a really, really bad miss. Really bad miss. Okay, it's maybe okay, but it's looking kind of bad. Then the only nice thing here is that if they go for Heat Wave, they do power up my Ceruledge. This is turn 3. If Babby Doll Eyes into my Metagross, actually getting the read correct there. That's pretty crazy. Okay, Psychic Fangs comes out, 67 out of 25. I actually don't think that would have made the difference. How am I breaking through this Mousehold? Who knows? Ceruledge is +1 now. Are they going for Heat Wave here, or are they going for something else? They Psyshock. Okay, that's probably fine. That's not fine. I mean, the cheekiest move here is Shadow Sneak here and Switch. I think I have to make a play that could potentially win me the game. I might not see the back mons. I have to maybe get this call correct. Protect from Mousehold. That means Delphox is not protecting. Hold on a second. Oh, I get the call correct. Shadow Sneak comes out here. And I get the KO. Okay. There's a chance I can win. Not a very high chance, but there is a small chance. It's Wide Lens Rotom, so it'll probably get the KO here if it's in the back. I could Encore the Mousehold into Protect, which would be good. Whimsicott comes out. Okay, so let's just Encore the Mousehold and Shadow Sneak. Oh, what if their last one is Serena, though? I guess if the last one is Serena, I've guaranteed to win, right? Shadow Sneak here and Encore. Because if they have Serena in the back, I don't see how they ever get through Metagross. Nice play. Okay, that's fine. It is Serena, so I know this looks bad. I don't see how they ever beat Metagross now, though. Okay, that's fine. Probably. Yeah, because how are they beating Metagross? I don't know. We can go for Tailwind. We'll be faster. Yeah, they did lock my Ceruledge out of attacking on this turn, but I can just switch out. I don't care that I lose my boost, right? This is Scarf Serena, so it'll do some good damage, but We can go for Tailwind here. Yeah, by beating the Delphox, we've put ourselves in a spot where it's not so easy for them anymore, right? Here's Tailwind. They could Encore us, like, reading it, but yeah, like, the thing is, no matter what they lock into here, it's kind of difficult for them. They go for low kick. They do make the read, and they get it right. That actually does good damage. Maybe I shouldn't have been disrespectful towards this thing. And they Moonblast me here as well. But here's the thing, folks. Now they're in really bad shape, because now I have a pin. Okay, it's not a full pin. Why don't I switch back to Saraledge? This is still fine. Dang, I thought I had a really, really good move, but I only have a decent, like, pretty good move. Okay. This is turn 2 of Tailwind, because they should Encore me this turn to stop it. Oh my god, I had the win. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. 95 down to 52, okay. My Metagross might be faster than this Whimsicott. It's not super easy to say, but they don't have damage anymore. They just straight up do not have the damage to win this game, I think. At best, they have damage to get through my Metagross, but then they can't beat Saraledge. So an Iron Head here. I know Metagross may go down to another double up. Whimsicott only has Moonblast, and I'm about to heal a ton from Bitter Blade. And if I KO Whimsicott, then even if Serena were to make it through the turn, it couldn't do any more damage. So by going for Bitter Blade here, I basically, let's see here. I survive. Let's see who's faster with their Whimsicott and my Metagross. My Metagross is faster. This Mousehold is a very annoying support Pokemon. Follow Me, Protect, Babydoll Eyes, Taunt. Does not actually have a way to, do damage. So Saraledge here KOing Serena, that's their last form of damage on the team. When Delphox went down, Saraledge became very threatening for them. You can see why. And now it's looking a lot better. I think let's try something with Farigiraf. Farigiraf is really good into this Mousehold. I have Helping Hand plus Rock Slide. That should be worth something, right? Like, they can taunt me. The Delphox is faster. So if -1 Rock Slide did 33%, then through Frenguard, then neutral would do like 50, right? So Helping Hand would do 75. I don't think that's enough damage. So, okay, I can lead Saraledge. I could do Saraledge, Garchomp, or Farigiraf. Or should I do Staraptor? Like, I'm not so worried about the Floette with this, right? That's basically the theory here, is that I don't really care about Floette. Metagross isn't even bad in Rotom. Let's try Metagross. Okay, same lead. I think this makes sense. It was pretty good last time. I could try going for Shadow Sneak plus Bulk Up here if I wanted, or Shadow Sneak plus Rock Slide, which has decent potential. I kind of like Bulk Up plus Rock Slide and basically saying, like, okay, like, you have to choose something here. Either you give me full power Rock Slide, or you give me, I guess the worst case scenario is Taunt here from Mousehold into my Saraledge. I'm gonna Mega Evolve right away. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. That's really what I was hoping for, because now I get to +1/+1. They go for +2, so they're +2, but my Saraledge is +1/+1. As long as I hit this Rock Slide, that should be pretty good for me. Okay, I hit both. That's great. I can crit. That's okay. Crits are kind of overrated. And this allows me to go for a Bulk Up here. And now I'm going to go for a Bitter Blade into the Mousehold, and I'm going to switch to Farigiraf. Anyway, Garchomp's switching out here. I feel pretty good about Farigiraf in this position because if they want to go for Heat Wave, they have to power up Saraledge, which they really don't want to do. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. Follow Me comes out. I'm +1 on Saraledge. Let's see who they attack here, though. They go for Psyshock into Saraledge. I think this is good for me as long as I don't get crits. I don't get crit because they do 130-ish, 123 damage. Bitter Blade's going to come out and heal a lot here. Ooh, did not account for that, though. They actually don't go down. They eat the Citrus Berry, which is also quite bad for me. We are in something of a 50-50 here. And Delphox is strong. Let's go for Shadow Sneak and Trick Room here, because this kind of forces their hand, I think. Although it might end up being bad for me. Yeah, I might have made a mistake here. They also probably don't know for sure that I'm not in range of... Oh, they switched Mousehold out. That's very good regardless. Serena? Okay, so they stop my big offensive move here with Shadow Sneak, but I do get Trick Room up in exchange. Do I go down to this? Oh my god, they went for Heat Wave! Oh my god. Oh, and they missed! Okay, that is very good. That is very, very good. So here, what do I want to do? Because I can just Bitter Blade and heal back to full here. It's a free KO. There's basically no Pokemon who can take +1 Bitter Blade from this spot. And that also opens up Shadow Sneak again. I think Bitter Blade and Thunderbolt is totally fine here. But now my Saraledge will be back at full HP. They can Psyshock, but they're going to take damage this turn. They switch Serena out. They're giving me a KO on something. It is Whimsicott. Okay, they didn't give me the KO, but this is honestly still fine because now they protect Delphox. Oh, that is not good for them. It's really not good for them. And the reason it's not good for them is because I get to go for Thunderbolt, which is blocked, whatever, but Whimsicott goes down to Sash, and Bitter Blade comes out into the Whimsicott here, bringing it down to Sash, and now I can just Bitter Blade... Okay, what's going to do more damage? Helping Hand or Thunderbolt into this Delphox? Let's say it's pretty bulky. Bitter Blade and Helping Hand is going to be the strongest thing I can go for here. This gets me a KO regardless, unless they get the Double Protect. They're probably going to switch Whimsicott back into Serena to try and stall out the... Like, they're going to try and catch me on Shadow Sneak, but it's not going to work. They need to switch Delphox out and sack it, but I think then they just... Like, they're not going to have the resources left. This Whimsicott doesn't have Protect. It doesn't have anything it can do in front of Saraledge except Moonblast. They switched Delphox out. That is the right move in my opinion. But yeah, they've given up a lot of resources. Mousehold's gonna come in, and that is not good for them. Because there's still, according to my notebook, 2 turns left of Trick Room, which means that I can always attack the partner slot here to get 2 KOs. So I think I've got this. Bitterblade comes out, knocks out Mousehold. If the speed order were different, it would have been slightly more optimal to go for Thunderbolt there. Like, but because Thunderbolt would have happened first, it doesn't really change anything. Here's Moonblast into my Saraledge. It's kind of wasted because I'm healing back up. Now there's no more Friend Guard, so that's pretty good for me. As soon as Serena goes down, Shadow Sneak gets back online. This Delphox is certainly in range of +1 Shadow Sneak. Is there anything I'm missing here? Delphox comes back out, but what I can do here is actually go for Bitter Blade into the Whimsicott for the guaranteed KO and Thunderbolt into the Delphox here. There's still 2 more turns of Trick Room. They need like a huge crit here to win this, I think. And the Heat Wave miss on the Farigiraf, as you can see, doesn't really matter because they like, I never gave them another chance to meaningfully attack, and it wouldn't have KO'd my super bulky like Farigiraf through Citrus. We'll have to see. Okay, here's Thunderbolt. 68 down to 48. Bitter Blade comes out. Whimsicott goes down. I could have taken both KOs this turn in theory, but I made the play that was guaranteed to knock out a Pokemon because I figured that was better. Like, I don't want to lose to Double Protect here. We go for Psyshock. Unfortunately for them, that's not going to work because even with a critical hit, it does do good damage. Maybe a crit would have done it, but the thing is, because they didn't crit, they go into Serena, who is actually just a health pack for my Saraledge. This is Choice Scarf Serena, cannot protect itself. There's still 1 more turn left of Trick Room. And so what this means is I can go into, when they go into Serena, I get the Bitter Blade back to full HP, Thunderbolt 1 more time, and then Delphox goes down to a Shadow Sneak. So Saraledge really putting in work here. So we saw it struggling earlier into the Rain teams. Here in a matchup where they rely on Delphox and Floette, yeah, not looking so good for them. But yeah, it was a tough fight for sure. The Mousehold having Taunt and Babydoll Eyes made it pretty like tricky to play around in the early game, but once Saraledge got going, yeah, very hard to stop. So we'll have to see if they have anything that I'm missing here. But yeah, since they're not boosted, I think it should be nearly impossible because I have 100% accurate moves to close out this game, right? I'm thinking like, okay, what if Heat Wave, or what if Psyshock crits Saraledge and it does get a 1-hit KO, right? 48 down to 30, doing 18% with Thunderbolt. Bitterblade comes out, knocks out Saraledge or Serena in 1. Saraledge once again drain tanking here, basically taking Psyshock, taking +2 Psyshock, going back to nearly full HP. As they go for Psyshock again, Saraledge still taking these hits so well, just so well. The bulk up actually boosting our defense, letting us take less damage from Psyshock. And I think with that, Shadow Sneak should just end it here. We can go for Trick Room just to be perfectly optimal, but I don't think it really matters here. Shadow Sneak should end this game. And you know what? In the end, it didn't even matter. It didn't even matter that my Garchomp didn't have Earthquake. So they were kind of worried for nothing. Saraledge was the real carry. But yeah, GG's. Cool team, and with that, we're now 4 wins, 1 loss with 2 rounds left in the first phase. We need to win one of them to make top cut. Yeah, not so bad. Alrighty, let me say good luck, have fun. So this is a very interesting matchup in that it's almost like it's a little bit like a mirror match. It's not exactly a mirror match, to tell you the truth, but it's not that dissimilar either. We both have Metagross and Whimsicott and Saraledge here. My Saraledge is bulk up, whereas theirs says Poltergeist, which is probably an advantage in this matchup. My Metagross says Stomping Tantrum, whereas theirs says Bullet Punch. There are some other key differences as well. I think what makes this matchup interesting is that my Staraptor is pretty strong here if I can get through the early game, and my Whimsicott is very strong, but they have like, basically they have 2 Pokemon that are quadruple weak to Fairy, which my Whimsicott can just completely dumpster. But the problem is, how do I get there, right? Because they have so many Pokemon that threaten my Whimsicott. I think that in game 1, I want us to do maybe, it's kind of tricky, right? Like, it's not so clear to me what I should do. I think that when I look at this team, what I see is that Whimsicott and Metagross look very strong offensively. And then, it's a Staraptor team. I want to use the Staraptor. What's my last one? I don't know. Frig? That can't be good. Well, I'm out of time. That wasn't what I was supposed to do. That's not what I'm supposed to do. That can't be good. Okay, this is quite bad. That's not good at all. This is not good. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, let's give this a shot. Ninetales are Dragon. Okay, now to my credit, this is, like, I led this because I was thinking, like, maybe they would do something like this. Okay, question mark. This is Never Melt Ice. So do you think Staraptor gets the kill on this Ninetales? It depends how much bulk they have. I bet I get the KO. Okay, I'm gonna do Side Charm, Mega Evolve, and Close Combat. Is there anything I'm missing here? Not really. God, I hope this works. They switch our Dragon out. Okay, so it can only be good for me. They send out Saraledge. That's not good. Like, okay, if I get this Close Combat off, I'm in pretty good shape. But not if I get it off. Am I faster? I'm faster by 1 point. Okay, the thing is they could have some bulk, in which case this would no longer be guaranteed. Basically, on no bulk Ninetales, the min roll is 102.6%. So my Staraptor's now +2 attack. I go over the Close Combat, I hit the Ninetales. The Snow Defense boost might mess me up here. I get the KO, so immediately I have +2 attack, +1 defense, +1 special defense on my Staraptor. That is not good for them. That is really not good for them because I still have my own Cerulege in the back, and we know that they have Hydreigon who cannot come in here. They cannot go into their Hydreigon here. They have to go into whatever their last Pokemon is. Yeah, because it's Adamant Metagross. Oh, they're Adamant Metagross, so they're guaranteed to be slower than my Staraptor. Oh, that's not good for them. That is not good for them. I'm gonna Charm again. I don't care. I'm doing it. Charm, close combat. Like, okay, I should run the calc, right? Because they can be bulky. Okay, at +4, they're not so. What are their max HP? They're dead. Oh, that's not good for them. I do need to be careful because my back Pokemon don't actually beat Hydreigon, it is still possible for me to lose here. They need to get through both my front ones. Metagross Mega Evolves, okay. It's good if they attack here. Okay, they don't go for Protect, so my Staraptor's now +4 attack. Okay, goes for close combat. I don't believe it's possible for Metagross to survive this. It's dead. Okay, so I still have Focus Action, Attack, and Whimsicott. I think this should be a win then, because Metagross goes down here. They go for Poltergeist into my Staraptor. Should do decent damage, but let's see how much it does. I have +2 defense. That's not decent damage, folks. Okay, so we kind of boomed them, right? Like, they're like, oh man, like, yeah, the Staraptor. So game 2, they're gonna lead with Whimsicott, and I'm gonna lead with Metagross and get a big lead. I think we also learned something interesting, that the Ninetales doesn't appear to be very bulky. We do need to be careful with the Cerulege, because it could be a problem. I think I'm bringing Staraptor. I think I'm doing double Mega here and not megaing Metagross, because I actually don't think I need to Mega Metagross here, and I actually think I want another Pokemon that's consistent against Scarf Hydreigon, and Staraptor can be that for me. So the question is the last Pokemon. I'm inclined to do Cerulege here, and the reason I'm inclined to do Cerulege is because I think I'm gonna need some more help against the Metagross with this mode, and it's also a good switch in if like if they lead Whimsicott plus Ninetales, for example, I can just switch to Cerulege on turn 1 and go from there. So I think this makes sense. No Fergraph is a little bit suspect because it means that all my eggs are in the. It means I can get on the board. I think actually that's the biggest threat. I don't think they're gonna lead the same thing again though. I wouldn't lead Hydreigon. Okay, Metagross Whimsicott. So this is very good for me because they're gonna feel pressure to go for Tailwind here most likely, and I can just switch to Cerulege. It's super safe. I can go for the Iron Head here, or I can Stomping Tantrum. I think I want Iron Head because I actually think Whimsicott is a bigger threat right now, and their Metagross doesn't really have great moves to damage my Metagross. So I think just switch an Iron Head here, and I think the best thing we can do to do that to like get into that position is damage this Whimsicott, because even if we don't get the KO on this turn, nice. Even if we don't get the KO on this turn, if we're able to get this Whimsicott down to Sash, then what that means in the long run is that, nice, really good. Okay, that means that I can KO this thing with close combat later, so that's really good. We go for Meteor Mash. Oh, right, it's Meteor Mash, not Iron Head. That should do a fair bit, actually. Did a lot. That did more than I wanted it to. Oh, now we're in trouble. Hold on a second. That changes things in a pretty big way. I guess I have I guess I have, not Iron Head. I guess I have Shadow Sneak available, but yeah, that messes things up in a pretty big way. You know what we can do? We can Bitter Blade and switch to Staraptor and get Intimidate off. If I'm wrong about this play, I'm gonna probably lose the game for no reason. And with Intimidate, my Cerulege should survive. They stayed in. That's not good. We can maybe see a Protect here for an Encore. Like, they should be worried about Shadow Sneak. I would be at least. Okay, nice. Protect from Whimsicott. That's really good. If I survive this Psychic Fangs, my position is gonna get really, really good. Meteor Mash again, they thought with the +1 they would have enough attack to get the KO. They would have had it without the Intimidate, but Staraptor coming in here, no second attack boost here. Bitter Blade comes out, can do a ton of damage to Metagross, probably won't KO, but that's a lot of damage. And all of a sudden, this game is looking way, way better. Cerulege is gonna actually heal a ton here. Okay, it didn't heal that much, but that's okay. Let's go for the Shadow Sneak now. We can threaten to KO on either Pokemon. They do have the ability to Encore us though, which would be bad. So I think we'll just switch back into Metagross here. I don't really want to take a Psychic Fangs, right? If I had Fergraph in the back, that would be pretty good. But yeah, we're doing good work here. The Intimidate coming in clutch. I think I probably would have died to the Psychic Fangs actually. So maybe it was kind of lucky that they didn't go for it. They don't switch. That's probably good for me. Metagross comes in. Oh, and they let me get the Shadow Sneak off. That's big. That means they no longer have speed control over my team. The Metagross is at neutral. They can't get a KO this turn. They're gonna go for Psychic Fangs. They do take out Cerulege. A nice play from them. Cerulege goes down, but honestly, it's done its job because now we're the ones with speed control, and that's gonna be pretty tough. Though it is worth noting that this Metagross does have, on their side, it does have Bullet Punch, and so it's not so safe for me here. They go into Hydreigon. Okay, so what do we have to do this turn? We can go into Whimsicott. We have to go for. Do they have Flanger on this thing? No. So we're gonna go for Tailwind here, and we're gonna go for Stomping Tantrum into the Metagross, because this forces them to like make a choice basically. Their Tailwind ended, right? Oh, they might have one more turn of Tailwind. Hold on. Oh, I may have made a mistake. Oh, no. I might have made a mistake. Oh, no. Oh, I just assumed that it ended. Wait a second. I counted wrong. Also, why did that do 1 more billion damage? Hello. Oh, they crit me, that's why. Oh, I counted wrong. They had a turn left. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up so bad, Whimsicott, I'm sorry. Okay, we trade 1 for 1, but it's kind of not good for me. Do I get Hydreigon in one shot here? That's the first question. Staraptor with no boost. Oh, I do. Oh, I super do. I'm a genius. Okay, because now it's a 1 versus 2, and what am I worried about here? There's the Tailwind ending. Okay, to be fair, it's 10 p.m. I've had a long day. Okay, sorry. And I'm not taking notes anymore. I should be taking notes. This is why you take notes. And it is Ninetales. Okay, so I think that's guaranteed game over then, right? Because I have Mega Staraptor with Close Combat and Tailwind. I feel like this is like test failed successfully, right? Because Mega Evolution Close Combat, I'm guaranteed to be faster. Iron Head into Ninetales, quad effective. Because they don't have any priority, right? Blizzard, Freeze Dry, Roarville, Protect. Okay, there's Staraptorite, Strapdite. I guess technically it's more optimal to double the Hydreigon here, because in case it survives, but it should never survive. Okay, this is still fine. Close Combat should KO Hydreigon, and actually, even if it hadn't KO'd, my Metagross is still faster than Scarf Hydreigon in Tailwind, even outside of Mega Form, and so it is, right? Should be. Yeah, so I would have gotten Ninetales here anyway. So okay, it was a little bit messy, but Staraptor here really doing a lot of work. Yeah, that was, I mean, game 1 was just complete dominance by Staraptor, and I feel like game 2 we got the positioning right with Staraptor and Tailwind. The nice thing about this is that even if their last Pokemon had been in Ceruledge, like, yeah, they would have had Shadow Sneak to potentially get through our Metagross, but because of the position that we put ourselves in, I think Staraptor's still won because it would have been -1 Ceruledge and +1 defense on the Staraptor, so I figured regardless of what the last Pokemon is there, whether it's Ceruledge or Comma-O or Ninetales, like I still win. So I messed up a little bit, but the overall idea was still correct, which is that if I get my Staraptor and Tailwind and they don't have Tailwind, then I'll win. So yeah, GG's. And with that, we've made top cut. So we still have 1 more round of Swiss, which we'll play potentially for a buy in top cut. I don't know exactly how it's going to shake out, but regardless, we're in top cut, and that's pretty good. And it's 10 p.m. and I'm very